Hey my beautiful Geminis, hope you guys are well. Thank you guys so much for being here. Your energy is and always appreciated. If you find that you resonate with these readings, don't forget to subscribe and make sure to give the video a like as well if you like the vibe. So with that being said, loves, messages can resonate vice versa. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Check your sun, moon and rising signs as well. And yeah, we're going to have a look at what message we have for you. So the first card out, look at that. Now, this is interesting because I've never actually seen this card yet in this deck. I've never actually seen it. But this looks like you are reaching out to the divine. Okay, you're reaching out to the divine. You could also be receptive to something here that you're waiting to come in. Some of you guys, there's a lot of people watching you. Okay, there's a lot of, you have a lot of people's attention right now. Okay, I feel like some people are watching for different reasons. Okay, there could be some people that are watching you kind of like in awe here, maybe 3 people. Okay, one could be an old white wise elephant, one could be a deer here, one could be a giraffe, maybe someone tall. The deer could be someone young. But then we got someone that could be maybe a bit frustrated, maybe that's watching you. Okay, now we also have another energy where again it just looks like people are watching. I don't really think that's really, I don't know if that's relevant or not yet, but I feel like you are coming out as the main character in your storyline right now, which is good. But it shows that, you know, there's something that you are talking to the divine about. You may be waiting to receive something from the divine. Let me see. Okay. Some of you guys, like, the devil could have tried to tempt you, but you went to the divine. Okay. You went to the divine. Lovely. Yeah, you may have felt like you had to kind of go through something, whether it was people that could like watch you and, you know, maybe it's almost like that feeling of maybe feeling like, you know, I'm getting like fed to the wolves, but that's not what happened to you. But it's almost like whatever the situation surrounded may have felt like it could be a situation like that. But I'm seeing something where you got through it because you chose the divine, or you reached out to the divine, or you were receptive to your divine guidance here. So you were able to get through a situation where it may have felt like, you know, there was just people just trying to get at you for different reasons. Okay, now, wow, for some of you guys, those that tried to get at you, okay, I do not feel like they are in the best of predicaments right now. Okay, for some of you guys, like, again, I'm just seeing these energies trying to distract you. Okay, there's this energy here trying to distract you whilst you're working. Okay, so whether this is like you know, whilst you're working, there's just like this it's almost like, or for some of you guys, it's something where you felt like you kept going round and round in a circle about, and it was someone that kept trying to get your attention. But at the same time, if there was someone else coming towards you, they could have been like trying to get at that person, right? Like, so let's say you were doing something by yourself, okay, then it could have been like, oh, Gemini's by themselves, let's come towards Gemini, right? But then it's like, you, even though you were by yourself, you chose to focus on whatever you were doing. It's like you're not getting distracted by all these things. It looks like there's things that could have tried to put fear into you, okay, in order to get you to, I don't know, like either run away in fear or go towards it or get stuck in some sort of trap or something like that. But it looks like I said, you kind of stayed focused on your work, it looks like you were growing a plant here, something you've been growing, and it's actually growing, like there's already leaves on it and stuff. You know, and maybe that's why there was all of these things coming towards you, because it's like you are growing this tree. Yeah, and there could even be someone that tried to get to your tree that you were growing. Okay, but I feel like this person, this could, yeah, someone that was watching you as well. Maybe you didn't know they were watching you. Something about the feet here. But it could be something like this person, they have a big mouth or something like that. This person could have a big mouth. But this is someone that, whilst they, it's like maybe they were trying to talk to you or something. If this isn't you, then it's someone else that was trying to get to you. Okay, but there was like there was something in the way. Okay, that was like trying to block you from getting to your person, or block your person from getting to you. Okay, but I feel like for the most part it could have been something trying to distract you, so you don't, so this your person doesn't get to you. Okay, and they could have tried to, it's like their energy toward your person is more directly like, you know, you look, you see the red eyes here. Like this could be someone with some dark ass energy. Okay, this could be someone with some energy. This could be, if there's like a situation where you feel like, you know, there's some like demons and stuff, then you could feel like, you know, someone could be, it's almost like you're working on something good, so the badness wants to block it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, now some of you guys, it could be someone that wants your plant here. Okay, but they're trying to like get close to you so they could have your plant. But then if there's someone else trying to get to you, it's like they're showing some sort of, maybe more that they're showing a bit more, if it's not a direct aggression towards them, it could be like they're showing more teeth to this person. But then when they turn around and face you, it's like, do you know what I mean? It's a different energy. They're acting like maybe they see this, the person sees this, but then it's like you see, you know, they could turn around and just, maybe they just smile, you know, and say, hey, Gemini, this way, you know? And you're kind of like, yeah, I kind of had somewhere I was intending to go already, you know, and then you go back into your own space, you work on what you're doing, and then like when you're not working on you're doing, it's like you're receptive to the divine, you're receiving your divine guidance here, and then yeah, look, you're putting in more work. You lot have been putting in work, okay? Work. Why am I hearing that now? um, what can I say? Needs to recognize that I'm trying, baby. I feel what that could be something. Recognize that I'm trying, baby. So someone could want someone to recognize that they're trying to get to somebody, but they feel like there's this energy or this thing or this person in the way. But maybe they want them to it's like there's something about recognizing this. Yeah, because even here it looks like someone that's chilling. Oh my gosh, and there's like this energy like, yeah, come, and they're kind of like, get off me, like move. Now this doesn't even look like something that's so much in the physical. This looks more like a energetic spiritual expression. So again, this could be this entity looks like this looks like a physical person, but then this looks like an energy. So it could be like, this is what they show to your person, this form, but then to you they just show up as like this, you know, regular person that's just trying to like say, come here, right? And then it's kind of like, when it's like you don't really want to be touched, it's kind of like that. So I feel like, yeah, like you guys even here, it's like you're not really trying to, Do you know what I mean? You're not trying to be touched here by whatever this external stuff is going on. But then, like I said, it's almost like you're also seeing, some of you guys, you've seen this thing in its form. It's like it changes forms almost. But you've seen how it's been coming at your person that's been trying to get to you. And this, and you may have seen the result of what's happened to this person by, because it's almost like whenever I see this card, it's like falling on your ass, right? But it has something to do with like it's because of like the cause of effect of what someone was saying. Okay, it's like someone could have been using their throat chakra in the wrong way, okay, for wrong reasons, for deceptive reasons, for controlling reasons, for manipulative reasons, anything like that. But it was disguised as like, hey, you know, let's have a good time, that type of thing, in the sense of, or it was just disguised in a thing of like, you know, hey, look over here, or hey, look at me. Like it's almost like trying to get someone's attention. Okay, but like I said, I feel like you guys, you've seen, even if before you felt like, okay, this person would come as a person, or I mean, sorry, not as a person, just like, let me bring this closer. Let's see what this looks like close up, because even though you look a person here, there's still something that looks a bit scary about that. But I don't feel it's scary as in literal scary, but it's almost like, you know, when you just energetically feel like you don't want something, or you don't want to do something, right? There may be like a reason energetically, like there may be something energetically or vibration that you're picking up on. It's reminding me of like, I don't know why I'm getting that feeling. I don't want to go there. It's almost like, you know, when you're a baby, well, whether you can remember this or not, but you can think about this with another baby. But you know, when babies know they don't want to be touched, and then sometimes like, if an adult's not aware, they may like try and force the baby to like be touched and stuff by like strangers. But then like these strangers could have like energies attached to them and stuff going on in the baby, because they're so like empathic and sensitive. They can pick up on these energies, and it's like, that's why they don't want to be touched. But yeah, but it's like sometimes you could see it. So it's kind of like if there was like a crooked stranger. You know, sometimes you get those old people like, oh, let me touch your baby. And then you think, oh, just because they're an old person, they must be, let them do it. But then it's like there may be something about this old person. Maybe it's on their face, like their facial expressions or something. Or there's something to do where there is a physical sign as well. But, or if it's not a physical sign, it's just a strong energetic feeling sign. Where it's like, oh, I don't really want to be touched, but like before maybe it was just like, oh, I'm just chilling, like if you're there type of thing. But now it's more like I see this hand going up like, nah, like, you know, you're just trying to move something away. Or it looks like someone, yeah. But this kind of looks like someone trying to control someone to do something here that they don't want to do. But again, it looks like someone may have seen this energy towards that person, even though it's not being directly shown to them. And then they may have also seen the result, because it looks like the person that was trying to get to you had to go around in circles, or that was the plan, or to get caught up in some sort of trap. If they didn't go into the trap, then there'd be some sort of like annoyance or anger because they didn't go into the trap. But I feel like you guys may have just been so focused on work, you may have initially just not even realized. But then it's like there's something about you may have taken some time out to just like chill, and then maybe you seen something, maybe you saw, you know, maybe you saw the result of something. But okay, what else is going on? Because we got all these cards and I'm literally only talking about 2 of them right now. Okay. So yeah, oh my gosh, you guys are like, something about you've leveled up. Definitely, because over here you're like in all of this sort of attire. Yeah, it's like you reached out. Some of you guys, there may be someone that you've reached out to that you could be receptive to. Some of you guys, this could even be like I'm getting like a spiritual, if not like I don't know why this is giving me like a priest vibe. But if it's not a priest, it could be like a medicine person, or it could be like a healer or something, or it could even be like someone that, it could be a parental figure as well, someone with a child. Some of you guys, this is even God here, and God is talking to you like, my child. Well, what other reading was this again? Oh yeah, it was I think it was Libra's reading, and it was like, yeah, like God is talking to you. Yeah, and God is like, Gemini, my child. Look at you. You've all grown up. You know, you may have gone through a test. I feel like you were tested. Okay, I feel like God was testing you, and I feel like you've passed the test. Gemini, you passed the test. You passed the test. You passed. Yes. Yes. There was something as well though about when you was maybe like a baby, okay? Maybe you felt like there was something where you could have been like, maybe you feel like you could have been a bit more protected as a child, maybe you feel like, you know, there was people around you that could protect you, but maybe you feel like there was a lot of opening for maybe like predators and stray things to get to you, or something like this. Could even be like neighborhood people, but it was like there was a lot of like things that could have been potentially dangerous that could have gotten to you, or maybe did and influenced you in some way as a child. But even if that was part of your story, it still looks like you gained some sort of value from whatever you went through. Some of you guys, you could have had a time where you felt like you went through something, some sort of struggle that you went through. Or some of you guys, maybe it was a time where you felt like, you know, you had to starve a bit here. Okay, you had to like, you know, we like keep moving and just let your intuition guide you. Okay, and it's like you're gonna get to the money, because it's like all those times where you had to like, do you get what I'm saying, walk that path, even if you know, with the abundance in mind of what you wanted, but even if you didn't feel like you had that yet, it's like, you know, I feel like, yeah, God is like, my child, like, you passed your test, like, this is for you, this is for you. And it, yeah, like, you're already receptive to it. Something is coming. You're about to reap a harvest, because you didn't get caught up in the trap. You didn't get caught up in the trap, because there was a trap laid out for you. Okay, someone wanted you to get caught up in this trap here. Maybe it would have been like a third party situation. I'm seeing like a spider. Yeah, this looks like a spider. Okay. Yeah, instead of getting caught up in the trap, you focused on like your hard work. You've been doing some hard work. Again, even here, like proper working. There's something here about like, it sounded like a sewing machine. Um, Okay. Okay, some of you guys, maybe you felt like you had to sew some things up or patch some things up, or some of you guys, there could be something here about like getting something stitched, or maybe something to do with clothing or tailoring or something like that. Some of you guys, someone could make clothes. Someone could be a clothes designer. Someone could be doing something to do with like there's something as well about where some of you guys you saw this person that set a trap for you, and it's like you kind of, oh my gosh, yeah, they reached out to you like, I'm needy, I need help, but you saw that they're really just standing back waiting for you to get in this trap so you could be stuck. And it's like you're kind of like pulling back here, like I don't know, because it's almost like, yeah, oh my gosh, I just got a message. It's almost like you're seeing this and it's like, okay, if this person is poor, how are they going to give me something that they need for themselves? Like, it's almost like, let's say, for example, you know, because this is someone that's also trapped. But it's almost like if they're naked and they got nowhere to put their stuff, why would they give you this bag and you've got all these clothes? Something, you know, you're like, that's sus. That's not making sense. Nah, there's a trap. Also, for some guys, for an example, it could be like, let's say someone that is like, it's almost like, you know, whenever like you want to give something, you have to have it for yourself to be able to give it. So if you don't have it for yourself, then you can't give it. It's like love. Like if you don't have self-love, then how can you really give love to someone, you know? Or if it's like respect, like self-respect, how can you respect someone else? Okay, if there isn't self-respect. Or if it's like putting in effort, self-investment into self, how can you invest in another person if you don't invest in yourself? Like it's something like that where it's like, okay, and this person isn't in need of whatever they're being given because they've got their own, but it's like, if I take this, what is it, what's the trap, like what's the exchange? You want my sword for this bag? No, I'm not going to give you my sword. What, my truth? I'm going to take my truth away, or something to do with communication, okay, or my ability to protect myself, something. But it's like, why would I trade for something that I don't need with something that I do need? Or something that is valuable to me, to not get something valuable in return, but instead something where I'd be caught up in. You know, it's almost like seeing something that you're like, yeah, I don't want to be caught up in that, and just kind of, you know, say no. Now, also for some of you guys, you may have handed someone, like for instance, some of you guys, you've got 2 or 3 swords here, so you may even have more than one sword. Like you've acquired a few different swords on your journey because you've been learning lessons. And again, like some of you guys, you're more than protected here. But with these 3 swords, some of you guys, this came from you being hurt, because the 3 of swords is about like pain and hurt. So it's like this, you took these swords out. Okay, it would usually be like the 3 swords in the heart. So you took these swords out your heart here, and it's like, 1, you're using to protect yourself. 2, you're using to like almost like stand your ground here, make your mark your territory almost. And the 3rd one, it's like you may actually be okay kind of giving that, because you may see someone else that's stuck, and it's like you could be giving some sort of truth in order to help someone else free themselves from where they feel stuck in a trap, or they feel stuck in this spider web. Again, like this kind of looks like this is like some sort of web that's been weaved, and it's like the people that go here, they just get caught up, and then it's like feeling powerless. But it's like, yeah, I feel like you guys, you've seen the trap, and then you've seen someone. It's almost like someone was sent. Someone could have also been sent here. like sent to give someone something in exchange for something back. But the person that was sent to give something, this person may have seen that they were stuck or they were in need, and gave them a sword in order for them to free themselves. But it's almost like they may have given the sword in order for them to free themselves, and then so they can like keep moving forward here. But it's almost like they're not going to go into the trap to help someone, but they will give, you know, someone the ability to help themselves, you know. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Now, what else have we got? So yeah, like I said, you have definitely passed some sort of test. We also had these cards here. Someone's getting sent packing. It's like anyone that still wants to wear this like deceptive mask here. It's like any baggage or burdens. It's almost like, yeah, it's like carrying, again, it's like carrying your own burdens. Like I feel like you guys, you're not going to carry, like if this wasn't a burden for you to bear, is what I'm trying to say, then it's like you kind of acknowledging that, look at you, you're stretching. You're stretching because you was able to put down this baggage, this burdens, and now you're like, oh my gosh, do you feel my limbs? Do you feel that? You're like, that feels good. I feel agile. I feel flexible. I feel, I feel free. And you're over here stretching, and you put down this weight, and like this is someone else's weight, and they're kind of having to carry that. Now here as well, I just feel like you guys have just really definitely leveled up. You're about to attain something. You're about to attain something. For some of you guys as well, there could be an energy of someone, like a supportive person. It could be a male or a female. I feel like it's the opposite gender to what you are. Well, it doesn't have to be actually. It could be a male or female, but it's someone that's going to have some sort of value for you. And it looks like for some of you guys, it's like I'm really seeing like, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is like saying as you have an ancestor that's on stuff. You have an ancestor that is on stuff, right? And they have this axe in their hand, and they're like, this chop wood. There's something here about, yeah, like this wood was chopped down. You see that with the axe? I'm just trying to understand here. I think it's something to do with someone's being sent. Like I feel like an ancestor could be sending someone your way in order to bring you some sort of value, because they're seeing something that recently just happened with you. Okay, and I don't feel like they were impressed. His ancestor, whatever just happened, whatever just, it's like, it's to do with that it's to do with this situation, with someone being in this deceptive, still wearing this deceptive energy. And because of that, it's like they're still having baggage because they're still being deceptive. If they were to put the baggage down, they may not want to do that because they feel like they'd have to walk that same path that you guys walked, where it's like it does seem like, you know, there's all these, it's like there's traps around, there's predators around, there's work to be done, you know. But it's like, you know, that's why you guys are here receiving, leveling up, because you walked that path, you avoided the traps. Even if you had to go in circles a few times, it's like, you know, some of you guys, you didn't let this fear, there was something that could have tried to put fear into you, like again, like some sort of entity here. But I feel like you always had like a spirit guide that was by you and saying, don't focus on that, don't focus on that, okay, that can't get to you because I'm here. Okay, focus on what I'm telling you, focus on what I'm telling you, focus on what I'm telling you. That's what I feel like you had a spirit guide kind of just there, like for the most time they're silent. But if it's like they've been a guide, I feel like this has been a spirit guide for you from since you were like a child. Some of you guys, this could be like again, it could be, there could be an ancestor or something here, you know. For others of you guys, I'm even seeing as well, like someone could have been watching you, someone's been watching you, okay, in this like deceptive cloak here. The same entity has been watching you as well, kind of leveled up, but it's like there's this deceptive cloak. But can you see how their eyes are, like something about their eyes that you may be able to see it in their eyes, that something is a bit dark here, because in both of these pictures their eyes is just like but I do feel like you have some sort of spirit guides here, okay. You have the divine, you have ancestors here that are trying to guide you, okay. Some of you guys, yeah, I think that the fact that you guys have been like speaking with the divine or being very receptive to the divine, whatever you've been doing, I feel like, yeah, your ancestors are kind of, it's like they're able to kind of pull back, but it's like they may see things and they're just like but they're ready for, like, they're ready whenever you need them. Like they're wise, but they've still got that, like, those survival lessons. And like one's an elephant where they can, like, they seem slow, but like if they get to what is it, you know, like a herd, if they get to like running, you know, it's almost like they just tumble stuff over, right? This lion here, I mean, I don't even need to explain the lion. And then again, this giraffe, don't sleep on them giraffes. Have you ever seen you ever seen the giraffes in battle? It's wild still. But it's almost like, I think your ancestors know that like you got it because you're getting your wisdom straight from the divine. And I feel like the divine is genuinely very happy, yes, with something you've done. Oh my gosh. And look, your ancestor is like, yes. Some of you guys, you're gonna have a really good encounter. There's something you're gonna be blessed with, okay? Something that's gonna make you happy. Some of you guys, it could be like a toast here, toasting to something, okay? Some of you guys, it could be, some of you guys, it could be something official here, like an official garments, official clothes, official. They could also be maybe a date. If you've been single, you could be coming together with your person, okay, that you're meant to be with. And spirit's like, yep, here's you and your person, you're ready, go have a lovely time. Something about chivalry, something about suit, something about going out, something about a drink, something about dancing, okay. But it's going to be different for each of you guys because you're all going to be in different encounters, okay? Some of you guys may go for drinks, some of you guys may go out to dance, Some of you guys may just like go out somewhere nice outdoors. Some of you guys, it might just be like having a conversation and really seeing eye to eye on something and just getting closer. But there's definitely a blessing. What did I just say? Oh my gosh, I haven't saw this card yet either. I like this. But what did I say about those elephants? Even though it's not elephants, but like when they get to running, like I said, this is an answer. So that's like, listen, I will come through, and I will, I will make movements. I will make ruffles in the air. I will, like all of this kind of stuff. Okay, but this is like a strong element of protection, because it's like you've got strong spiritual forces here. Okay, and it's towards whatever this is. Okay, somebody will just get trampled over, like an ancestor's like, I will trample over this, and because this is not it. Like, hold on, is there something your ancestor wants to say? They're trying to tell you that if you go towards something, even whether you go towards it with truth, whether you go towards it, with raging, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get caught up in some sort of trap. Yeah, you're going to put yourself right where someone wants you, right in the target, and they're like, listen, if you don't do that, they're going to put themselves right in their own trap. And then they're going to feel like they're getting trampled over because they tried to trap you, and by you not being put in the trap, they trap themselves. And now it's like they're right where the target line is. And you get what I'm saying? Like, I think, yeah, your ancestors are kind of letting you know they're gonna keep they're like, the show must go on. The show must go on. And there's something they're trying to make you move. They're trying to move something fast for you here. They're trying to move something fast for you. But it's like, if there's anything in the way, if there's anything trying to get in your way, like, it's almost going to be like, if it gets trampled over, then it's because it was in the way. Like, I think your ancestors have had enough. Yeah, they're like, yeah, we tried the peaceful ancestor approach, but like, all these paths that were being laid out, we're still trying to lead you towards some sort of trap. And this whole peaceful ancestor approach, yeah. Yeah. I feel like, because they've been like, we've been peaceful, we've been giving, like, we've been trying to give this person that's trying to put you in trap, we're trying to give them divine insight and stuff like that, but they still want to set this trap. So, forget that. Forget it. Okay. The value is there for them, the idea, the insight, it's there. But if they still want to hold this trap, then we're going to move forward. The show must go on. Anything in the way, it's almost like, get out the way, or deal with these bulls going full stampede mode, right? Because if it's almost like, if you're in the jungle and you see some like animals like moving very fast, you're not going to you're not going to get in the way. But if you get in the way thinking, oh, if I go get in the way, these bulls are gonna just like stop for me. It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like yeah, with the bull, like, if you think it's just gonna stop, then that's not very wise, because the animal isn't gonna stop. It's just gonna keep moving forward, and anything in the way just kind of gets trampled over. So yeah, it's kind of like that. Same thing with like a full speed train. There's a full speed train moving, and you're like, oh, I kind of want this train to stop going forward. I kind of want this train to slow down. You think standing in the middle of the train track is gonna stop the train, mate? I wouldn't want to be that person with that thought process. Okay, putting myself in that position. So yeah, I feel like there's something here where most definitely is that you are definitely being shown something here. But again, it's almost like there's someone that could be trying to, it's almost like they could be trying to can you see how there's this person here, but it's almost like this is someone in the way, right? But it's almost like the snake is also wrapped around the world, so it could be someone again trying to like it's almost like sat on the train track, and it's like they're trying to, it's like they could be trying to control the world, not the world, sorry, but like the way they're trying to control something, but it's almost like can't control the universe, like that is like the universe. Yeah, this see, this snake energy is wrapped around the universe. It's like the universe is going to do what it's going to do. Okay, there's universal laws, and no one is above universal law. So if you're on the wrong side of universal law, then that's just what that is. Like there's so many different ones, but like it just is, right? So trying to control the universe is just gonna bring, it's just gonna bring a lesson, let's just say that. So again, for some of you guys, you may have even, I feel like there's a time again, because some of you guys, you've been, again, you've leveled up, you've been put on some sort of throne here. This is you where you had leveled up, and this like spirit saying, yep, here's your throne. Okay, and now you're on your throne, and I feel like someone could have came to you here, someone that tried to sit in your way so you couldn't move forward. But it's like you may have even said something here before, but it's like, I don't know, it's almost like, it's like someone sitting in the train tracks, and then like before someone said to them, don't, you know, explain to them why that's not a good idea, why that, you know, doesn't work. But then it's like, but then they're still sitting in the train tracks, and they're just like, but I really want the train to stop going to its destination. And then it's like, well, you know, like I can't help you, you know, you have to get out, you have to move from the train track. Yeah, but then it's like, oh, I'm gonna miss the train, I'm gonna miss the train, I'm gonna miss the train. Someone's worried about missing the train, but it's like, look, the train is coming. Someone could be trying to like run, you know, trying to, again, it's almost like trying to, the train is going, you kind of just maybe have to get the next one, because if you're, yeah, it's almost like trying to run to catch up with the train. You're already going to tire yourself out, get out of breath, and then still miss it anyway. So it's almost like, yeah, there'd be no point even trying to talk to the person that works at the train station, because they just work for the train station, right? The divine's controlling the trains. Like, these train needs to leave the station, this train, another train coming in, this train needs to leave the station. And you guys, it's like you, yeah, I feel like this is you here at the station. I mean, the train worker at the station. So yeah, maybe you feel like there's people trying to get to you here in some way. Okay, and it's kind of like, yeah, some of you guys as well, you may have like a what's the word, a partner in crime. I don't even want to say in crime, but like a partner in a partner in whatever you're doing. Okay, partner in life, partner in greatness, partner in business, whatever, but you have a partner. And it could be a friend, could be a family member, could be a love partner. But it's almost like, yeah, someone could have said something to the other partner in regards to protection, or if it's a thing where, Again, there could have been someone maybe trying to, if one of these people trying to come towards you is like, what's the word? If there's someone else, let's say, that you are close with, that maybe they didn't see this person coming up on them, okay, or maybe they didn't have a sword up at the time. You may have had to come in to kind of like, what's the word? You may have, it's almost like they may have not seen something here because they're not facing it, but you seen it because you had some sort of encounter. So you may have had to kind of keep some sort of an eye or focus on something when this person may have came up towards your person. But then it's almost like your person may have been, there may have been something where they may have felt like they were at a disadvantage. But then it's almost like they're on this tree trunk and then they see, it's like they're being guided by like their ancestors here. But also, I feel like this person just like, I don't know, it's like they watch your person, okay? Or maybe it's like trying to see, they're trying to watch your person to see where they're gonna aim, what they're aiming for, what they're trying to go towards. But yeah, I feel like your person has, it's almost like there's some sort of like they've come to the end of the road on something. I'm hearing, although we go to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. That's funny because that talks about belong, and in one of the other readings there was something about where you belong. But yeah, someone's come to the end of the road. So someone trying to figure out whether you, like, I feel like something about the end of the road, now figuring out, okay, where do I belong? So you guys, your person may, it's almost like maybe it's like you were taught, it's almost like there was, how can I explain this? It's almost like you could see anything coming from a distance here because you had like some sort of bird's eye view, okay? Some of you guys, it's like yeah, like you could have, like I said, you could have like ancestors and stuff kind of working for you. It's almost like they see anything that's going to come from down the road. It's almost like if you live in a home and then there's like a long road and you can see anything that's coming like from far down the road, so you can already kind of have like a mark on it and see where it's when it's coming. But then it's like there may have been also like someone that shows up for you, and I feel like this is maybe your person here. I'm just trying to understand what's the message. Because it looks like they're kind of getting past where you've got this bow and arrow, but it looks like the bow and arrow's more so centered towards any threat, but anyone that can get past, anyone that like can come to this road or get to this road, this part of the road, it's like the target didn't see them as a threat, okay? They didn't see anything that, do you know what I mean, needed to be protected away from. So it's like, yeah, this is giving me like metal detector vibes, where it's like, you know, there's this like royalty here, then there's a long road, you know, in the movies, and there's like this long road, and it's like sometimes you get it in them country movies, and then like you'll have someone sitting outside the house and there's like a long rifle and they could see who's coming from like way down the road. This is what I'm seeing with the bow and arrow, okay? But it's like what's the word, you don't necessarily use it, you see, but it's like you can see who comes up, who comes down the road. Now if there's something where you're alerted where it's like, oh, then maybe, you know, there's a different action taken. But it looks like someone's come down this road, and yeah, I just keep hearing that song. It's unnatural. Someone's looking at this thing like this isn't natural, something. Again, someone walking on this road. Something's not natural. Because this is the lizard, this is the form, this could be someone's energy or someone's soul, or maybe like if someone feels like they're struggling and they may just need to, like, you know, nurture the soul. But something's unnatural. What is it that's unnatural? What's unnatural here, please, Spirit? What's unnatural? Okay, yeah, something to do with this person trying to climb up here. Maybe it's the way they're trying to climb, or oh, it's the way that the route they're trying to get in. It's almost like you know, you have to do like what's it called? Like, let's say you're doing like 100-meter walk or something, not 100-meter. You know, you have those races, but it's like a walk, right? And you have to do like a long walk, like for charity or something. It's kind of like that. But then I'm seeing the episode of My Wife and Kids where Kyle and Michael were doing this race together for fun, but then Michael cheated by like cutting half of the way and getting a taxi instead of walking the whole way, basically. And I feel like that there's something about that, like it's almost like someone has to walk this road and kind of go all the way around and get to the end of the road, and someone's trying to like cut through here. Yeah, okay. But I feel like you guys, you may see this. You see this. This could be your ancestor that kind of sees this before you see it. Okay, then you see it, or your ancestor sees it and then shows it to you. Some of you guys, this could be you seeing it. This could maybe even be someone else seeing it. But it kind of just looks like yeah, it kind of just looks like something that could just may have been a bit tiring, I guess, for you. Like, you know, it's kind of like tiring, but at the same time, you also want to kind of, it's like you're giving praise to those that kind of get to the end of the road the right way and walk the right path to the end of the road. It's like some sort of cause for celebration, or, you know, because again, it's like the end of the road, the end of the race. It's like there's some sort of victory, you know, having accomplished something. The reward is some sort of love or something being poured out here, or there's like water and food, so that could symbolize like sustenance and stuff like that. I don't know. But again, oh, that fell right there. So I don't know, it just kind of seems like this card always makes me laugh. It always gives me like somewhat, because again, you see a man stabbing a dinosaur, the dinosaur's like screaming, but it looks like you have this big dinosaur, this little sword, and then this dinosaur looks like it's gonna literally like cause a whole storm and run off crying, but it's like a big dinosaur, right? So it's kind of like I feel like this is a trap. Someone may have wanted someone to like say something that would hurt them, so then they could act really upset, and then, you know, make someone else seem like bad, right? Like, I feel like this was part of the trap. Like, you know, if they say something, if you say something, or if you use your sword, then again, someone would probably be very dramatic about it, okay? So that you don't get to where you're going, but you've already gotten there. The divine's already greeting you. You've been able to sit here. You've been something you've gained. You've been able to eat, or you have like there's some love that is being poured out to you here, and you could just, some of you guys, you're just looking to see who else is like gonna get to the end of the road, when you're not kind of just focusing on whatever else you're doing. Or you could just be seeing the road because you know that it's an open road, and like different, you know, at any point, like someone could walk down in the daytime, they could walk down in the nighttime, but it's like you know, for the most part, you don't have to focus on it, because if anything comes down the road, your spirit guides will be like, something coming down the road. And then, yeah, but for some of you guys, I feel like your spirit guides might have shown you something in order for you to kind of put something out. Maybe there was something that you needed to do or say, or a decision that you needed to make. It was like one thing. So it's either, if it was something to say, it's like one thing. If it's a decision, it's like one thing, you know, but it's something that's just like, just one. So let's say it could be just one straight cut decision. It could be one straight word, one straight sentence. It could be, you know, something where it's just like boom, it's just one sword, right? It's but then it's like, you, even if this is something you're being called to do, then even if you feel like you get a big dramatic result, like I kind of feel like that's part of the distraction. Or it might be like, because it kind of, oh, where did this card come from? This card here, it's almost like, because you're going to get this water, okay? Someone could be said that you're going to get this water and they're not going to get it. Or it could also be again, it's here and it's here. So again, I feel like sometimes this person's sad, other times they could like I guess just be like watching to see and hope someone kind of gets like put away. They want someone to get sent away, so they may do some sort of dramatic antics so that someone can kind of get sent away. Or I don't know, but it's almost like whoever they're watching, they're watching their moves, and they can see that this person, if this is you or your person, it's like they're seeing that they're a warrior or you're a warrior, and you may have already, like, on your path, like kind of like there's people that have already kind of fell off, like not necessarily fell off, but like you may have had to use your sword on them, and that was it for them in the race. Like, and I don't want to say race, because the race sounds like running, like it's more like a walk, right? But it's almost like they couldn't, like, it's like survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. But you may have already conquered. I don't even want to say conquered, because it sounds like a pointless defeat, but it was more like, when I say, because this is survival, so it's almost like if it was an actual like animalistic situation, then it's basically like kill or be killed, okay? But if it's like more, you know, in human senses, then I guess it's like, you know, you may have had to make a decision, okay, that maybe someone else feels like they're now suffering for, because of where they may have hurt you before, when you kind of keep moving, okay? Because we've got 3 swords in them, and then you've got the 1 sword in your hand, meaning you made a decision where there was some sort of hurt caused. Maybe you were hurt, you were at, you know, down and out, but then, you know, it was a thing where you know, it's more brutal. Like, it's either like you would be down and out and they would just keep going and leave you there, or you have to do that, okay? It's kind of like, if this person's already done that to you, then it's like, why, like, you have no choice. Like, it's almost like, how can I explain it? Like, if someone hurt you and then just left you to be hurt and then carried on about their business. Again, if this wasn't you, this could be your person here, okay? This could be the person that, because I feel like you've already got to the end of the road, and there could be other people getting to the end of the road, but then like others that are trying to cheat, type of thing, cheat in the race. But it's kind of like, if they see someone else on the race, it's kind of now giving me Hunger Games. It's giving me Hunger Games, where it's like there could be loads of victors. There can be loads of victors. But if it's this like thing of, okay, someone wants to kill someone on their path so that they can win, not necessarily kill them, but like leave them hurting and just suffering by themselves, then it's kind of like this person's already did that to that person. So now this other person has to keep on moving forward, and they may see that this person could be doing quite well with like defeating their opponents, is what I'm trying to say. Like their opponents that tried to come at them, like their opponents that may have tried to come at them and leave them down and suffering, the exact opposite might have happened due to the fact that they tried to bring a warrior down, right? And it was like, it was a you or me type of thing, because the other person didn't want to play fair, whereas it could have been, you know, we could both be victorious, but if someone else didn't want to play fair, then it's like, okay, you would leave, you not you would leave me down and out, but you have done that. So like, I can't take chances here, because if I stop for a second, like that will be me on the floor, okay? And I'm not going out my way to hunt anyone. I'm trying to defend myself and make sure in my path there's no predators jumping out at me. But if any predator jumps out at me and it's me or them, guess what? You know? But if there's people that come and they stay over there and it's like, okay, you get to your win, I get to my win, no problems, you know? But it's kind of like that. But someone is basically seeing that someone is doing quite well. Maybe, you know, if there's any predators coming at them, do you get what I'm saying? They kind of have that handled. The predators are the ones that are kind of getting defeated, not the warrior. And the warrior's kind of getting to the finish line. Now, like I said, I kind of think that for some of you guys, if you're already at the finish line and this is someone that you're dealing with, then it's almost like this person may not even realize that they're that close to the finish line, but it's like there could be, it's almost like they have to tap something. I'm saying like if you get to the end of, it's now I'm getting Aki Tracky. A lot of you guys, you might not know that game if you're not from like the UK. But it's kind of like hide and seek, but then like when you're found, you have to, like there's a meeting point and you have to tap it so you're not out. It's kind of like, yeah, you have to tap the point, but you have to use the sword. So the sword could be a decision, it could be truth, it could be clarity, it could be, you know, something clear, something integral. But it's like once you get to the end, you use the sword, okay, but you use it, you know, in a good way. Not saying that the ways before was in a good way, but before it was more used in protection, which is still a good way, but now it's like using it to communicate or using it to make a decision, which basically is like tapping out, like I've come to the end of the road. Okay, so if that's you coming to the end of the road, you're about to receive like abundance of love and things just being like poured out to you. Okay, there could be someone that you're about to go to that's like you're going to communicate to, and they have a lot of love, and there's more where that came from. If you're this person that's already like here, just kind of sitting, chilling, you've already come to the end of the road, you're out of your survival clothes, and you know, you could know that there's other people still kind of on that walk, you know, in the jungle, in the Hunger Games, then it's like, you know, someone that may get to the end of the road and it's like they get this reward as well, because it's like they earned it, they didn't cheat, you know, they were able to kind of protect themselves from any threats. So that shows a lot of like skill, you know, it shows a lot of sword skill here. It shows awareness, it shows protection, it shows truth, it shows integrity, perseverance, endurance. And this is all done by the divine. The divine is overseeing this. But like I said, there's baits on the way, there's things. There could even be like, I'm seeing in Hunger Games as well, where there'd be like things that would pop up, like hallucinations, and then like little things to try and get someone, like they would play like an audio or something of like a loved one to make to play, to basically emotionally play on someone's heartstrings, to basically emotionally manipulate someone, for them to say, oh my gosh, that person over there. So let's say that, you know, someone was focused moving forward, and then like they play this audio of like a loved one or something, or there's someone that's like, oh, this could either be a loved one, and it's like, it looks like they're going in a different direction, so this person could chase them, go in a different direction, and end up in a place where there's threat, where there's a trap, because they tried to help a loved one, but really it was a trap, and when they tried to help from their heart, they get caught up in a trap. The second thing could be, it could be someone that's like, oh, I need your help, but I'm over here, I'm stuck, come get me. But they know there's a shark here, where there's someone waiting to, like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, not making that foolish decision, almost making it and be like, no, let me go back down here, right? So it's kind of like, you guys, if this is you, I feel like you've kind of had these different things going on here, and yeah, you're gonna get to something that's gonna bring you a lot of fulfillment. Okay, some of you guys, it could be like a group of people where there's gonna be a lot of fulfillment, love. Some of you guys, yeah, you may be on the way, like, ask the diviner, what's going on, like, you know. And even maybe when you're very close to the end, I feel like you had one last little test, and it was like, no, you don't. You know, it's kind of like that. Like, you kind of, some of you may have felt like, you know, either you felt like you were targeted, or your person was targeted. Okay, one of the two of you was targeted, and you kind of realize, yeah, no, this is a trap, right? Some of you guys, if it was a thing where some of you guys, someone came to help the other person, so the person that was already kind of out of their survival clothes, you know, just kind of pouring out the love for the victors. Yeah, this is really giving me Hunger Games vibes. It's kind of like, but it's like a different version where it's more like survival games is what I want to say. And if you get to the end, it's like you are in this energy of like, okay, some sort of enlightenment, or there's something here, some sort of fulfillment here that you get. But I'm just trying to see, okay, so someone could be trying to help you, because I'm seeing like a team, but maybe there wasn't a team, maybe there was some sort of solo thing. But then it's like, when you need to get to the end, you may have seen like another person come and kind of see like, oh, you know, there's someone that's trying to lead you into a trap here, and they could have like put the target on them here so that they don't lead you into a trap, or vice versa. You could have been this person, you could have put the target, like, I feel like you may have pointed something out here, like maybe your person was around someone else, okay, and then like you may have seen that the person they were around was trying to put them into a trap, and then it's like you could have pointed you could have, like, your aim here, it's like you could see something, and you're on top of that cliff because you've been on that same cliff before. This person was about to take that jump into the trap, but you've been on that in that same position before. So it's almost like someone that's played the Hunger Games or the survival games before, right? Because again, in the Hunger Games, like, remember Katniss, she did it more than once. She had to go in the games more than once. So sometimes when you've been on it before, you learned some skills. You know where to be, you know where to go, you know how to stay out of like harm's way, but then you also know how to be a warrior. Oh my gosh, this is Hunger Games. I'm telling you, this is Hunger Games. Katniss has the bow and arrow. She has the bow and arrow. That's her skill. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a cool ass reading. It just got cooler. But what I'm trying to say is that Katniss, she could be up in the tree, right? I remember she was up in the tree. And it's like, up in the tree symbolizes being in higher ground where you're protected and the predators are all on the ground. But when you're in higher ground, you can see what's going on the ground. So it's like you may have been there, and then your aim on like a predator on the ground, but you may have seen someone may have like been trying to go with this predator not knowing. It doesn't have to be a predator, but it could have just been someone that was going to lure them into a trap maybe, you know, in order to attain something. But it's like you know the games because you've been caught up in it before, and it's like, yeah. So you were able to kind of help here by pointing something out. Six of Wands and the Sun. So it's some sort of successful result, some sort of positive result here. I feel like the positive result was someone realizing that they weren't going to be successful because they were about to go into some sort of like, you know, potentially some sort of trap here. But even if they didn't feel successful for a second, it's like with the detour, I guess, it's like they find their throne. Okay, remember I said at the beginning, you were already given your throne. Someone else finds their throne. And it's almost like, OMG. Wow. And then on this person that's not feeling successful, on the way back, where they didn't feel successful, they see this person trying to like cause pain to someone else. And they're like, oh my gosh, that could have been me. Or like they see it and it's like, oh, I see it. Like I can actually see it now. Like, you know, maybe I knew I could go there before or end up in there before, but now I see it, the direct pain or something. Or someone could have been like trying to force someone to like say something, like holding their mouth open, trying to literally force someone to like open their mouth and say something, or forcing someone to do something they don't want to do. And like someone seeing that. But again, like I was saying, this is that same person that's trying to cheat in the race, or not the race, but the walk, like by like pretending that they're already out, but then like taking some sort of secret covert way to try and get straight to the end of the finish line. Okay, because they want to get whatever's in this person's hand, they want to get the value. Yeah, they see it being held. It's almost like they're plotting, like, how can I take that? How can I take that? You know? But this person has worked hard for this. Okay, so that's why, again, if there's any thieves or any people that are coming here, but it's like they're not trying to make the right decision here, it's almost like, yeah, this tree, it's almost like once they get past this point, it's like there's a village and the village is protected, but then there's like this point where when they come to this point, it's like the massa is alerted, like the massa or the village chief. But yeah, it kind of looks like there's like past a certain point, this tree, it's like marking some sort of territory. Like someone could have, like someone, like, yeah, I feel like you guys, it's something about, yeah, like you're in this energy, you're gonna be happy, but there's like something here to do with like past a certain point, like something can't go past a certain point, or someone can't get past a certain point here. But even if they try to sneak past it, like maybe they were able to sneak past some other points, but if they try to sneak past this point where it's actually like where the village is, and like there's like kids that need protecting, and there's like you know, food growing and all of this stuff that needs protecting, it's so it reminds me of what is it now? Now I'm kind of getting Avatar vibes. Where it's kind of like it just looks like trees and lands, right? and you have to walk through to maybe see people, but then there's like this specific village or community there, but then there's like this specific tree, right, which kind of marks their domain. But then if you go past that tree, you know, it's like you may not know that there's any anything's been alerted, but it's like the spiritual forces. It's like this is a spiritual tree, it's a sacred tree. Again, it's giving me Avatar vibes. But there's something like the ancestor tree. Avatar, the ancestor tree. I've been talking about ancestors. Something about the tree. Someone could want to cut someone's roots, or someone's connection, someone's roots, where someone grew from. You know, it's like someone wants to secretly come and cut away the roots, or take away where someone's their grounds. But it's like the ancestors are so connected to this tree that even if they get past a certain point, it's like they step on the ground, and it's like the ground has like, it alerts the spirits, right, before they even get anywhere close to the tree. So they're not able to really kind of, you know, get past that point. But it's like once it's alerted, it's like, you know, there's all of these people in the village that will protect the village, right, because it's their village as well. So if there's any trespassers, any people trying to, it's almost like protect the king, protect the queen, something like that, you know. So it's getting bees now, something about bees, like to protect the queen bee, in the sense of like, if anything tries to go towards the queen bee, all the bees will, like, you know, they'll work on the queen bee's behalf here to kind of get rid of the threat, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, 10 of Pentacles, yeah. But like I said, look, the tree, they can't get past a certain tree because the ancestors are alerted, and then they alert the massa, okay, and then the massa can kind of like, you know, it's almost like stay back, right? Because look, there's things in this village that need protecting, and this person's responsible for protecting all the things in this village. So for some of you guys, this is you, like you have a protective role. And do you know what's funny, because I've been saying this for you Geminis for like a while, even your 2022 reading, like I was saying, like you guys have some sort of like protective mission where you're protecting you and yours, and I kind of see this here. But this is quite cool, quite interesting. I just want to see if there's any other messages here just with the regular tarot for my lovely Geminis. Please, if you've been liking the reading so far, guys, please don't forget to give the reading a like. The Death card, yeah, end of the road. The Star card. So again, it's almost like getting caught up when there's a journey, okay? Getting caught up, maybe, you know, trying to help others at this time. Not saying don't help others, but it's making sure that those that you're helping are not secretly trying to like trample over you and seeming like they need help, so that, you know, you take the bait and they trample over you. That's what I'm trying to say, because I feel like you guys, you do have like a mission to like help, like you are like, to me, as you're coming up as like a divine light, okay, where you have this light, you have this power, and you may even have this ability here to kind of, it's either like what you give, like you're able to give a lot of love, okay. For some of you guys, this could be quite healing, or for others, you guys, maybe it's not that you're able to kind of, maybe you have some sort of what's the word, authority, or you have some sort of, I don't even know what the word is called. You have something, yeah, that kind of, you like, you have something, right? And it means that you're able to kind of, you know, go down this path. You even have a horse here, okay? So if you need to go back down the walk or the road, that you kind of got a horse that will kind of gallop you, you know, out of the way of things. But again, if anything gets in your way, like it may get trampled, because like you know, yeah. But at the same time, Two of Cups, you're not just recklessly running over anything and trampling over stuff, okay? It's like you stop, and you may even give chance for you give the chance for people to get out the way, okay? Because if it's like a one-way street and like someone's trying to come up the other way, and it's like, we have to move forward. You can't stop moving forward, because that's the whole point. That's what they're trying to do, to get you to stop moving forward. So if, you know, it's kind of not your issue. I feel like it might be a thing where someone's trying to say, oh, Gemini is very lovely, they're not gonna like keep moving if I'm in the way. I think this is where you may be feeling like, okay, me moving forward. And as well, like with this Scorpio card, that you could have transformed here. There's something about the polarity, okay? Because someone could just be like trying to take your kindness here for like weakness, but it's like you're showing them that other polarity here of like, you know, it's not just, what's the word? Yeah, it's not just love and light. It's also, you know, protection and discernment, and, you know, wisdom. And sometimes, you know, from someone that's just trying to glimpse this or look at this from a place of lack of understanding without the sword, like they may just feel like, you know, it's almost like it may just seem like, oh, you're not moving from a place of love because you're not giving, right? You're just kind of trampling over this, but it's like, you know what you're doing, okay? All of that is like manipulation, okay? Because whenever you do give, okay, it's like there's these secret predators and baboons trying to like creep up on you. Yeah, look, the devil card, you see? It's a trap. It's to keep you stuck. You see the trap and you're like, nah, let me move forward. Clear the way, please. Clear the way, please. No casualties needed, but you know, like if you choose to put yourself in the way, like, you know, you're responsible for your own choices. Two of Cups choices, like, but you do give people a chance, because you pause here, you stop, and it's like, okay, you know, it's almost like, yeah, they can move out the way here. But yeah, it's something about being stubborn. If they stay stubborn, if they don't want to move, because this is someone moving out the way. If they stay stubborn and they don't want to move, then that's just because they're trying to get you to give to them. But that's cheating, okay? Because that might not be what it is that you're... that might be... sorry, what am I trying to say? That might not be what it is that is... right for you to do, okay? Because that might be something that just keeps you stuck. Okay, because again, I feel like when you stop, if there's people that are there that are, you know, reciprocating genuinely, okay, in terms of like, you know, they're giving love to you, they're giving also light as well, because light is, like, people get this confused a lot, but like light is truth, you know. So yeah, but yeah, but yeah, amongst other things. But it's kind of like, yeah, if there's some sort of like truth and love, like you can have these exchange encounters. But if there's something where it's like, okay, you know that there's just a trap to kind of get you to give, it's like, you know, you kind of just gotta keep it moving, and not even allow yourself to stay stuck via, you know, manipulation of it seeming like you're just kind of like, you know, running over people, because that's really not what you're doing. But at the same time, like, you don't have time to worry about you know, what people have to say about that, because that's another thing that is another trap to keep you stuck in your mind here. And it's like, okay, you guys, you've already kind of moved forward. You've already kind of, it's like your next, if you haven't yet, your next stop is blessing. Okay. And this blessing turned into a victory. Has something to do with stability, has something to do with a celebration, something you've been working on, you've been putting work in, but you've been seeing something that's been trying to keep you stuck at the same time whilst you've been working. But again, it's like, you know, you're seeing this. And if there was someone, again, and like I said, there's other people here, there's someone else that's coming off the end of this walk here, and it's like maybe they didn't see this before, but it's like maybe because of the blindfolds here. But it's like, yeah, this person, they're going to be victorious though, because they're going to get some sort of a blessing, because they independently took this walk. They independently moved forward, yeah, victor. And they were able to get out of all of they moved past any of, like, you know, the battles, you know, they didn't stay stuck in any battles, any conflict, any issues. They didn't get defeated in any of it. They didn't let any emotional manipulation hold them back. You guys are like, honestly, doing some big things. But like I said, if you are, so you guys, you're showing up as already like a victor here, but it's like you could be moving forward and you may not even realize that your next stop is like blessing. Okay, some of you guys, because you've been on such a long walk, you may feel like, okay, the next stop, you know, what is that? You know, maybe you're overthinking that a little bit, but I'm telling you, like, it's a blessing. Yeah, King of Cups, you're gonna love it. For others of you guys, this isn't you, that's your person. Okay, you're the one, you could be the one that's just like sitting chilling, you don't even see something coming, and then it comes and it's like, oh, another victor, you know, another victor. The Moon card, it's like, yeah, seeing something coming to light, protecting what's in the garden here. But yeah, it definitely does look like though as well, like there is some sort of, you've got like a very harmonious, something about you being like balanced, harmony and flow. Okay, some of you guys, you may feel like there's someone trying to guard anyone coming towards you here, like trying to get in the way of people coming toward you, or someone that you have love for, someone that has love for you trying to get toward you. Or if it's not they're trying to block them coming toward you, they could be resenting the person that has love for you. And then they may also resent you, okay, as well. If they're resenting your person, it's because they feel like they're focusing on their own passions now. If they're resenting you, then it's because you could be focusing on your own passions, but you may notice the love that your person has, and it's like you're able to see that. But like I said, if you feel like, yeah, there's been some sort of like a struggle, okay, I feel like, you know, after the minute you've finished healing from this, like, you're gonna be able to see like everything that happened here, everything that you didn't want, everything you said no to, everything you refused to take, that was just like a deceptive offer, something coming in here with selfish intentions. It's like you completely release, and it's like you're open and receptive to like new value, but you're just focusing on like what you have already that is valuable to you in your life. You're focusing on growing that, and because of that, like, again, the divine is like, Gemini, my child, like you are a victor, you are successful. And there will be, even if you feel like not much is happening yet and you're just like focusing on your pentacle, you're just focusing on your value, something is going to show up that's going to just let you know that, like, yeah, you're successful. Some of you guys, you felt like you're successful but you were alone. Or some of you guys, it could be vice versa, it's you and a person. But it's like, even if you feel like you're just focusing on your money or focusing on yourself, it's like there's something successful that's going to come, that's going to make you know that you are either one. Oh my gosh, it could be more than what, 1, 2, 3, 4. There could be like 4 people that show up here. Okay. And it's like, wow, 4 out of the 5 maybe. Or it could be 2 out of the 4, 2 out of the 5, 2 out of the 3, something like that. Because there could be 2 people that you're like, they cheated. And then there could be 2 people that you're like, okay, they were successful getting to the end of the road. And with the Knight of Cups, there's someone here that may have even seen where you had been hurt before, when they gave love to you right in that, like, in that place, you know. Someone cared enough. So you're giving, you're not just giving your value away like freely. Like you're trying to, you know, look after what's valuable to you. And sometimes you have people in your life that are valuable to you as well, and you're trying to also protect those. Okay, so again, these people that are in that village, it's like anything outside of that, this is the gate, this is where the tree is with that village, and anything that crosses that, it's like, okay, you have to discern it. Okay, and if it's something that is a threat to the village or to you and yours, okay, then Ace of Wands, it's like, yeah, it has to go in a different direction. Yeah, it has to go in a different direction. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, there's warriors. There are warriors. But at first it's like, you know, thumbs up, it's like it can be amicable, right? But then if it's like a trespassing, not respecting the boundary, or not respecting, like, it's almost like someone trespassing in a village, right? And it's like the sign is peaceful, you know, no trespassers. But then if they trespass, I'm not sure. Like, imagine someone like coming in your house and they're not supposed to. I'm not sure the people in the house are going to be like coming down with no weapon. They're going to make sure they come down with weapons, because he's coming into my house trespassing, like, you know. So it's kind of like that. There is a peaceful sign. Okay, so you can just kind of, you and yours can kind of just like be at peace in the village, and anything new coming into the village gets discerned. If it's devil energy, it gets sent back, right? And if it trespasses, then, you know, the warriors come. But if there's some sort of like truth, clarity, because yes, some of the trespassers are trying to get, they're trying to get to the queen. They want to dethrone the queen, or the king here. Okay, but I've something about this queen bee thing. So again, it's like there's the warriors are there to protect. But then there could be some people, because there's people that are trying to cause a threat, right? But they may disguise it as, like, you know, being in need, being helpless. But again, so everything gets discerned before it gets into the village. If it's not meant to be in the village because it's deceptive, then, you know, there's a peaceful sign just to let them know. But if they trespass, then, you know, the ancestors and whatever, you know, they send their they send the spiritual warriors, right? So cool. And then that causes a tower moment, and then someone leaves with baggage. So it's kind of a thing where you guys, you're just making intuitive decisions. You're being very protective. And with the Hierophant card, yeah, there's a strong no. It's like, you know, yeah, you're discerning things very clearly with the divine here helping you. Even if you have a blindfold on, like, the divine is, you don't need to see really, because the divine is like telling you yes, telling you no. The divine has told you no about something. The divine is like, nope, strong no. Queen of Swords. Yeah, in the name of self-protection. So I feel like this message for you guys is saying whatever decisions you're making, keep making them, because the divine is there with you. The divine is acknowledging you as their child here. Some of you guys, you are a spiritual warrior yourself. Okay, and this, like I said, if there's something that you've said no to, you're about to get, look, 2 success cards. You're about to like have, you're about to go into something that's going to make you feel successful. Like you're en route to something that's successful, and whilst you're en route, you're going to have a victory as well. So yeah, the divine is rewarding you for, you know, using your intuition, making these intuitive decisions, and just being a warrior for the divine, man. So I love to see it, Geminis. I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, definitely give this video a like if this was helpful, if it's resonated. Thank you guys so much for being here. Your energy is so appreciated. Send you guys lots of love. Take care and stay spiritually charged. Bye bye.